Hey guys, Hens here, and I am back, and today we have what might just be the biggest stat drop in Dead by Daylight history. And this is only on the Japanese Dead by Daylight. I'm not sure, but the Japanese Dead by Daylight did a stat drop where they compare the stats from the world to the Japanese stats. That has two interesting factors to it. First, obviously, we get the world stats, which is very interesting. Stuff like Swift numbers, how many people Swift, what are the kill rates currently, what are the most popular killers, what are the most popular survivor packs, what are the most popular survivors, what are the most popular skins, literally as much as you could want. And yeah, so I used a translator for this because I sadly do not speak Japanese, and I am going to leave to my holiday in Korea soon, but I had to cover this because this is way too interesting. So on the left, we have the usage rates in Japan, and on the right, we have the usage rates in the world. This is from September and August, by the way, so those 2 months. And the first on Japanese side is Wraith 7%, which we don't see at all on the rest of the world side. And yeah, Hunter is very popular on both. And I guess FNAF's not really that popular inside Japan because it's not showing up there. Kaneki, Vesper, and Nurse. So yeah, interesting. Springtrap definitely being very popular. Kaneki making his way up there. Very popular killer too. Overall in the game, not much surprise there. We already had that in the past, but interesting to see that Nurse is so much more popular in Korea and Wraith. Very cool. And we also get the stats for the up to the 10th place. So for the world, the 6th place is Michael Myers, very popular. 7th is Wraith. Then we have Ghostface, Blight, and then Nurse. And Blight is not even showing up here at all. No, he's here. That's probably Blight, right? There's a translation error. We have Dr. Spirit. I mean, it's Japanese culture, so that makes a lot of sense. Trapper being in the top 10. Interesting. And now, I think this is actually a first. We see the most popular survivors across the world, and I think this has never been publicized before. So Sable being the #1 in the world, and Fang being the #1 in Japan. Fang being number 2. That's why she's getting so many cosmetics. And then Meg, Kate, and Nia. So only female survivors on both sides. Very interesting. Looks pretty similar. And Dwight is place 8 in Japan, and yeah, same. Michaela, Aaron. Okay, so only Dwight makes the top 10. Yeah, I mean, the male characters are oftentimes very clunky and they don't feel as good to play, so I definitely understand why most people prefer the female movement and skins. Popular coordination. Oh, that's a goofy one. I think these are the most popular skins, and the most popular skin in Dead by Daylight is actually, I think this is Werg. I think Werg is actually the most popular skin. Second is Glitch Trap. I mean, that skin was so pay to win. Both of these skins used to be pay to win. Werg is arguably still is. Glitch Trap has been nerfed. Sadly, rip Glitch Trap. They should have made the base kit quieter, not enough Glitch Trap, but oh well, what can we do? Hank very high up there. Interesting. Rize being top 4, and the Stars outfit for Wesker. So this is pretty much almost exclusively, most of them are licensed, but not all of them, obviously. And we have Wraith, Phantom Lizard. Interesting. Classic Ghostface. Birkin Blight. I don't see that very often. And Nurse, Death Cloak. Interesting. I'm not sure which one that one is. I mean, this is translated, so keep that in mind. It's not the best translation. That's just how it is. In Japan, we have quite a few, and in the world we have a Sable skin, then a Fang skin, Mech, Nia, Claudette, Lara, Tough Survivalist. Oh, no way. The PJ Dwight is in the top 10. Interesting. And the Ada skin. Yeah, okay. Wow, this is the data that is from the entire thing. So that's very interesting. Next up, we have Killer, Rating, and Vecna is on top right now. God damn. Wait, what? Oh, does this mean... Wait, what? What is the 5th place here? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so what do we have for kill rates? So Vecna is #1. I don't think we actually see the kill rates though. That is a little bit sad. We don't get the numbers. Vec number 1, Freddy number 2, Onryo number 3, and number 4 in Japan. Interesting, interesting. So then we have Dredge and Pig. So you know what's interesting? There are a lot of killers here. We have all of these killers have a secondary objective, by the way. This is what drives kill rates up, if you think about it. So Lich has the Vecna has the chests. You have the tapes on Onryo. You have the clocks on Freddy. You have Nightfall and locker closing on Dredge, and then you have the traps on Pig. But on Japanese side, we also have twins on place 3. Let's see what place 10 looks like. So 6th place is Ghost. That's probably Wraith, right? 7th is Blight, Ghoul, Pig, Dredge. Oh wow, Pig and Dredge way lower there. And in the world we have twins. Very, very strong killer right now. No question about it. Blight, Ghoul, Skull Merchant. Skull Merchant's top 10 win rate. No shot. Wow. I mean, okay. Interesting. So we would have thought, actually, Skull Merchant is still top 10 kill rate in the world. I mean, wow. I mean, I don't see people DC that much against her anymore, so that argument I don't think can be brought up. Interesting why that is. I mean, you get 3 undetectable. If people are clueless, you might get some lock-ons, but top 10 is kind of crazy. I find the killer pretty underwhelming overall. Alright, killer and Survivor Park usage ratings. So Painrest is on top, and I think the West has not fully caught on, because Deadman's was definitely like ridiculously overpowered at 50 seconds, and that's when where the data was from. And yeah, we have Pop nowhere to hide top 3 and Lethal Pursuer 5th. Very, very good quality of life back here, so not that surprised. And Japanese side, we have Deadlock Corrupt, Lethal, No One Escapes Death place 9, and Brutal 10. Alright, cool. I don't know what Illusion is. Barbecue and Chili 7. Deadlock is place 8. Really, Deadlock is not that strong anymore, man. Why is everyone bringing Deadlock? I mean, it's a general perk now, right? That probably plays a role. And No One Escapes Death is 10th. Sorry for the translations, I so cannot read Japanese. And on Survivor side, we see Data number 2 on Japanese side. Very, very interesting. Life being high up there, Resi. And the prominent self-care. This is a perk that a lot of people in the Japanese community swear by, and you will see it in every high-ranked game. Everyone is using self-care whenever they can. They are just interested in healing in the safe place, and they don't want to double up, because that gives the killer the chance to interrupt them. Which, yeah, is kind of true. Self-care botany, really, really strong. And Windows, absolute king. We don't have numbers here. Yeah, absolute. Was very high up the last time this stats were shown. So I'd expect this to still be 30% or whatever. And very, very interesting. Place 4 is Deja Vu. Very strong perk, no surprise. Gets rid of 3 gens, increases your gen speed, makes you more efficient. And Finesse sneaking in the top 10 as a licensed perk. Remember, you need to pay for this, so seeing this high up is kind of crazy. But yeah, Finesse is a very, very strong perk at this point, so I'm not that surprised that it made it so high up. So what about the 6th to 10th though? So we have Sprint Burst, Deja, DS, Kizuna, I don't know what that means, Botany Knowledge. And for the world, we have Dead Heart, Sprint Burst, Decisive Strike, Kizuna. Bro, what does it mean? Is it Adrenaline maybe? I'm not sure. No, Adrenaline's 10th place. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure someone in the comments can figure it out. And now we're getting spicy. We have the Survivor party numbers and escape rate by party numbers. And yeah, I swear we had this image before. I tried looking for it like half a year ago. I couldn't find it. But alright, so in the world, 49% of people are solo queuing. Their escape rate is 38% right now, which is, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a little bit below what is targeted. As you can see, the Dash said they wanted 60%. I don't know if that's still like something they're hard aim for, but these numbers do seem a little bit more towards the killers, which kind of goes against the common narrative that killers can't keep up anymore. I mean, it's kind of true. Like a lot of killers, a lot of the weaker ones definitely cannot keep up. So I'm not that surprised. So in Japan, we have 54% people playing solo queue, and the win rate difference is staggering. 44% win rate in Japan. Survivors do way better in Japan. Well, I'm gonna go to Korea soon and I will play on Korean servers, and maybe I'm gonna see a little bit of a meta difference, and I would love to do the same with Japan sometime in the future, because I'm a big fan and I had so many lovely interactions with people from the Japanese community, so I'm a big fan of them. And yeah, with 24% of people being duo, and the win rate stays the same in Japan. Meanwhile, in the world, 32% duo, and the win rate actually decreases, I think, altruism kills. It really does. As a solo, you're more likely to leave your team behind, and it shows. And 3 people party. Interesting that we see 0 difference pretty much between solo, duo, or trio. The only difference we see is 4-man. And I think there's a reason for that, because if you're really sweaty and you really catch a win and you want to min-max your advantage, you're more often than not playing 4-man. But even then, the difference in play rate and the number of people who do that does not seem crazy high. So on Japanese side, we have a 46% escape rate, and on the world side, we have a 40%. That's once again a 6% difference. Crazy. Yeah, interesting. So 40% escape rate, which is right on the money. That's 60% kill rate. I guess that's exactly what's targeted. And we see the difference between solo and 4-man is not very high statistically. And I think that's one of the reasons why we don't really see many upgrades for solo queue, because like statistically, I think they're doing quite fine. I don't think it really feels that way, because they're just more likely to take the escape. And honestly, if you get like barely any hooks all game and then you barely get some kills, does it really feel like a win? To me, it doesn't, and I think to a lot of other people too. But let's move on to some more stats. All right, next up, we have kill rates, and this is what I kind of hinted at. This is the kill rate in the game right now. Interesting stat. I can't believe the Japanese DBD just dropped this with no translation for anyone else. So very interesting stuff to look at. And the kill rate in the world is 63%, which is kind of high. That is a high number. The dev said 6% is the target. We are slightly above that. Meanwhile, in Japan, there are not that many. I don't know what the difference is. This is gonna be so interesting. We will need to figure that out at one point. I could maybe ask some Japanese people what they think might lead to this difference. But yeah, percentage of rituals where the 5th generator gets completed. 57% in Japan, 49%. So half the games, all the 5 gens get done. Okay. And on average, that takes 465 seconds in Japan and 489 seconds in the world. That is like 8 minutes, right? Roughly 8 minutes and a little bit. So yeah, this decludes the games where 5 gens have not been completed. So that also makes sense. And that is it for the stat drop of the Japanese community that also released a lot of stats that I think the rest of the world would love to see and hear about. Sorry that I had to translate this way, but I had no other way. Let me know what you think. Very interesting. Sable being on top. And yeah, honestly, Kaneki already sneaking up on the kill rates. Number 2 place for Springtrap. I wonder if that's gonna drop. I mean, he was the latest killer at that time, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that definitely might influence things quite a bit. So yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Interesting that killers are killing so much. And Skull Merchant being top 10 kill rate. Place 9 in terms of kill rates. Skull Merchant, not as dead as we thought. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.